So it's been a minute since I talked about New World. I just saw the new update that they're planning to put out, which is the Brimstone Sands update, which is going to be really huge. It's a brand new zone. We're finally getting the Greatsword. I've been dying for that. A new expedition with that zone. And they're also updating the new player experience up to level 25. So I'm interested to see what they're doing with that because they didn't explain it during this dev update. Some of the other changes that they mentioned was there's going to be some territory and economic changes as far as making other zones other than Everfall and Windsward a little bit more desirable to capture and to fight for. Because we all know that Everfall and Windsward are pretty much like the only places to be since it's right in the center of the entire world. It makes it so easy to traverse around and to also just like sell all your stuff from one place. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with that. They also talked about wars and how they're changing the cooldowns with that. I never really got into that aspect of the game, but from the sound of it, it sounds a little bit like it's going to be a nerf to what's happening currently. What's happening is that most people are putting themselves in multiple different clans or different guilds, whatever you want to call it. I forget what they're called in this game. And they're participating in multiple wars like during the same day, pretty much. So they're trying to cut back on that, and they're trying to make it so that it's more rewarding to be a part of just one guild and just stay with that one for a while. We'll have to see what happens with that. Every time they do an update like this, it always tends to like, rub veterans the wrong way. So we'll see how they handle it. But we didn't get a whole lot of information about how this is going to work exactly. As far as the PTR, they were going to be slowly trickling the updates into the test server so everyone can try it out and see how they are. But they explained that they're trying to put things one by one just so that they don't overdo it and end up, with a bunch of bugs like they've done in the past where it's just like, just only causing problems and not solving anything. I'm glad that they're actually taking it slow. It kind of sucks that they're not really addressing the major issues that I see with this game, mainly with the way dungeons are handled. While they did just get rid of the orb system in the game, which is a good thing, it still doesn't fully address like if you're max level and wanting to do maybe like Amory dungeon, for example, there's no incentive to do that when you're level 60. So I'm hoping that in the future they address this and they add some kind of level scaling system or, stuff that we've seen in other MMOs to make it a little bit more friendly for level 60s to want to help like low players or even encourage people to want to team up all together, Because that was one of the major things that kept me from wanting to keep playing this game is because I really didn't see a future in it if I'm playing an MMO but are never encouraged to actually team with anybody. And this is the same thing I'm seeing right now with Black Desert Online. And the only reason why I'm playing that right now is because I really love the life skilling. You could pretty much just get sucked into only doing fishing for one day, and then the next day you're sailing across the ocean and fighting monsters, and then the next day you're just training horses, so there's so much to do in that versus in New World we really don't have much to do other than chop down some trees and then sell it on the auction house or maybe craft something. So it just feels very limited compared to that. So hopefully with this new update we'll see a little bit more reason to want to come back to it. I'm definitely going to try it again with the Greatsword because that's something that I've been waiting for a really long time. I love great swords in every single RPG, so I'm really excited to see it. And I'll definitely hop back on once the update goes live because I don't really care about the PTR, whatever. Let everybody else test it. I'm gonna wait until it's released and then I'll play. But anyways, I just wanted to share this information for now. Thanks for watching. Leave a thumbs up if you liked the video, thumbs down if you didn't, and I will see you guys in the next one. Later.